Welcome back to India. Tonight we're discussing Arun Shourie's potentially devastating findings about UPLF presidential candidate Pratibha Patil. Arun Shourie, let's come to your second article, which explains the background to the accusation that despite good reasons to suspect that Pratibha Patil's brother was in some way involved in a murder in 2005, firstly, no action has been taken against him, and secondly, the belief is that this is because Pratibha Patil was in some way protecting her brother. Now, congressmen have said that this is a charge that's been trumped up, that it's been created simply to malign Pratibha Patil. Your research reveals that in fact this charge goes all the way back to September 2005.
Yes, it is at that very time. This is the local papers of that day. Just see what this thing was. And who is this man? It is the working president called Rajiv Patil of the Congress I in Jalgaon. He is saying that it is Dr. G.N. Patil who is responsible, and he is the real, what they call, Sutradhar behind the murder. It's an 8-column heading.
Can I quote from your own article? You established that on the 28th of September 2005, literally 7 days after the murder had taken place, Rajiv Patil, the president of the Jalgaon District Congress Committee, wrote to the Minister of State for Home in the Centre, Manik Rao Gavit, to make him a congressman, to make the Minister of State aware of the allegation that Pratibha Patil's brother G.N. Patil was in some way a conspirator in the murder, and that in response, Manik Rao Gavit immediately contacted the Chief Minister in Maharashtra and asked the Chief Minister to investigate the matter.
And I have the letter. He says, investigate it in this direction.
He said, investigate it in this direction. So what you've established is that by...
And that fellow Patil was not reporting an allegation. He was saying this is the apprehension, और यहाँ हाहाकार मचा हुआ है, as the local papers show.
So in fact what you've established is that by the end of September 2005, the government at the centre, the government in Maharashtra, and the District Congress Committee in Jalgaon, all three were well aware of the allegation or the widespread belief that Pratibha Patil's brother was somehow involved in the murder of Vilas Ram Patil.
And soon thereafter, the two persons who were caught and who confessed to the murder, then they write a letter. Though both of them sign a letter and say that yes, actually these two instigated us.
So in fact there is further corroborated and so-called evidence,
and that
from
has been filed in the High Court. That has been filed in the High Court. Then just one thing. In October 2006, Aaj Tak interviews them inside the jail. And they say, "Arey bhai, humko to bakri bana diya gaya hai. Real persons are there."
Again, when you say the real persons are there, the real person being Pratibha Rao Patil's brother, it is alleged.
The correspondent Avasthi asked them, "Kaun hai?" कहते जिनको रजनी पाटिल जिनका नाम ले रही है, and she's taking these two names.
All right.
This is in October 2006, nothing to do with her candidature.
In fact, Rajni Patil went to even greater lengths to make Congress high-ups aware of the allegation against Pratibha Patil's brother. As your articles established, in January 2006, Rajni Patil, the dead man's widow, met Sonia Gandhi in Delhi. And then 14 months later, in March 2007, Rajni Patil wrote a letter to Sonia Gandhi. So this clearly, I presume, establishes that Sonia Gandhi knew the full charges against Pratibha Patil's brother, as well as the charge that Pratibha Patil was protecting her brother.
Please see this.
Is that right?
Yes. This is the second letter, if you'll permit me just to read one paragraph. In 2005, when the DCC presidential election took place, Dr. G.N. Patil stood against he was defeated by this. My husband was asked to stop the inquiries because he started inquiries into funds which were collected for Kargil. They disappeared. Funds that were collected for tsunami victims, they disappeared under G.N. Patil's presidentship of the District Congress Committee. He was asked to stop those inquiries, and he persisted. And then she says that he was warned again that a supari to murder my husband V.G. Patil had been given by Dr. Ulhas Patil, the ex-MP, and Dr. G.N. Patil.
This is Rajni Patil in her letter to Sonia Gandhi.
On 3rd March on 5th March 2007. Nothing to do with his candidature.
Which means that long before Sonia Gandhi chose Pratibha Patil to be the UPLF candidate for president, she was well aware of the nature of the allegations against Pratibha Patil's brother and the additional allegation that Pratibha Patil was contriving to protect her brother. This was known to Congress before they chose Pratibha Patil.
District Congress Committee president who has been killed, the working president is saying all this, inquiries have been started. They have come. 4 delegations came from Jalgaon to meet the Congress leaders.
4 delegations.
And then this Rajni Patil, the widow, comes and meets Mrs. Sonia Gandhi herself.
One other thing. Your article also establishes that it's not just Sonia Gandhi in Delhi, it's not just Manik-Rao Gavit in the Ministry of Home Affairs who was made aware, but Rajni Patil also contacted Ahmed Patel, she contacted Sushil Kumar Shinde, she contacted Margaret Alva. So a vast range of Congress leaders were aware.
Not just Rajni Patil contacted them, it is these 3 earlier delegations of all the local congressmen who came here, the local leaders who came and met these wardis.
All of them, therefore, the delegations and Rajni Patil herself had made the whole panoply of Congress leaders aware of what was happening. Okay. 2 further important things. Congress sources have attempted to suggest that there has been no cover-up on Pratibha Patil's behalf because the Maharashtra government itself instituted a CBI inquiry into the matter. Your article proves that that's simply not true.
Absolutely not true. It's the local police which was doing the inquiry. They had caught the people. When they were moving in the right direction, they said we have done 90% of the work. We just are going to catch the other 2, the people behind this. Immediately the inquiry was taken away from them, taken to CID. That derails the inquiry. Nothing happens. Rajni Patil goes to the High Court. There the government is forced to say, okay, we will give it to CBI. Excuse me. Then the CBI in its leisure says, no, there are no international ramifications like Quatruki's case, I presume. Then the CBI refuses to do it. Just one second. And it is the High Court which orders the CBI to take up the matter.
So in fact, it wasn't the government of Maharashtra that instituted the CBI. It was the High Court that did it. Very quickly, because we're running out of time. Your article also establishes one other thing. Recently, the CBI have in fact filed a supplementary charge sheet in this case, and they've named Pratibha Patil's brother G.N. Patil. The CBI have confirmed that to us. We've actually double-checked with them. Does the fact that it took the CBI almost 20 months to bring Pratibha Patil's brother into the picture prove that till then political pressure was holding them up?
Well, you'll have to ask that of the CBI, but the fact that they have done it confirms everything that widow has been saying all along, and nobody has been listening to her.
One small point. How sure are we that the delay in taking action against Pratibha Patil's brother was because Pratibha Patil was using political pressure to protect him? How sure are you of that?
It's certainly not because of your pressure or mine. Who is the other person who can prevent it?
It could simply be the fact that the Indian judicial system and the Indian police system work ineffectively and incompetently.
When such a Congress leader is killed?
It's too much of a coincidence.
Minister of State is asking.
Let me put you one consequence. Tantamount to everything that you're saying is the accusation that Pratibha Patil has been, let me put it mildly, deliberately obstructing the course of justice.
There is no other inference that is possible. I don't think you would come to any other inference.
Let's take stock very quickly. We're running out of time. We have only about a minute and a half left. How confident are you that the case established by both your essays is in fact true and accurate and not selective and slanted?
Well, I would like very much for somebody else to look through all the documents. I'm prepared to share them with the Prime Minister or anybody. Or actually anybody.
You will make those available to the Prime Minister.
और तो जब कुछ भी चाहे उनको देने को तैयार है, मगर वो चाहते नहीं.
But you're confident that you are not misinterpreting. You're confident you're not slanting.
But I've quoted them. I've quoted the dates. I've given you the documents. I've given the sources of the documents. I'm talking to them now. You want to continue this discussion? I'll start reading from them.
If any of the newspapers who up till now haven't published these articles were to come to you and say, Arun Shourie, please make your facts available to us, we'd like to go into them and we'd like then perhaps, if we can stand them up, then publish them. Would you do it?
But sir, why should I? Firstly, I'm not here just marketing these documents. They should do this thing. I've been pleading on all matters, not just this, whether on any matter, the papers should pursue them. And a paper like the Indian Express is pursuing them. They've sent people to Jalgaon. Aaj Tak is pursuing them. You have taken up this matter. That's wonderful.
So you're confident that the devastating details that you reveal are accurate, they're objective, they're not slanted.
Absolutely. Otherwise, I would not have written the
Arun Shourie, a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for revealing details that are surprising, devastating and disturbing, and if accurate, then I'm afraid words perhaps fail all of us. That was Arun Shourie on the research that he's done and the findings that he's established about the major charges against Pratibha Patil. If you have been, thanks for watching. Bye, good night.